Aquarius, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so very much, and I hope you stick with me through 2026. If you have not checked out the last 2026 readings, go into the channel, the playlist, find them. If you're cross-watching or new to the channel, I'm JT. Go in there and check out those videos, okay? All right, we're going to get into our reading here, and let me shuffle up real quick. I've already pre-shuffled, but anyway, Aquarius, I hope you are setting some good goals, some new intentions for the year, manifesting love, relationship, life matters. I hope that, that your financial situation kind of pans out and becomes more stable. I hope that you know, keep from burning the candles at both ends. And I don't mean just partying, that you get stretched, thin throughout the year. And I hope you come back and, recoup. Okay, we'll get into this real quick and I'll stop jabbering. So Aquarius, the top cards are kind of shiny there, but we'll go through this. I'll show you. So yeah, I intend to laugh more. I intend to love more, be more patient with myself. Those are kind of the obvious things, right? But I hope to grow this channel. I hope to grow this channel to where there's a community of like-minded people, people who resonate, All right, here we go. So your present energy right now, yep, got the Queen of Swords here. I wonder if that's going to show up for you. The Queen of Swords, okay? So could be that your present energy is in the expecting mode of communication of some type. I'm kind of looking down at the cards and I'm seeing, yeah, I'll just have to show you. So yeah, the Queen of Swords shows up to say, hey, my energy is that I am vocal. I am a person who I don't have a problem communicating. The the queen in this situation, she sits right beside the king, the same authority. Okay, she's a little more soft spoken, but sometimes she can be a little avoidant with what she probably needs to say. So I'm wondering, excuse me, I'm wondering if that might be some of the energy here. But we're going to take a look at that too. Okay. So the next card to come out, the Page of Cups. Okay, this could be a eureka moment challenge. This is your challenging card. Okay, the crossing challenge. But yeah, the Page of the Page of Cups talks about maybe a eureka moment. An exchange of an idea, a new adventure. This could be a love offering as well, an emotional offering of some type. Somebody coming your way, or when I say challenge, that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to challenge you, but it could be challenging in the communication wise because your underlying energy being that Queen of Swords, right? So, okay, we'll get into it. Now, this first row right here we're going to talk about is the underlying energies that may be present in your heart space, the chakra centers, kind of this holding back, holding on to something, right? With the Four of Pentacles, it could be that you're moving out and away from materialism, it could be that you're holding on to some money, financially wise. We are talking about coins here, right? But it seems like there may be, you're standing on top of those two pentacles down there, okay? And with the other cards that I'm looking at here, it's holding on to some kind of an idea about a foundation, maybe. Trying to get your finances right before you make that move to speak or talk or say something, or somebody to come towards you. That could be the case. The next card to come out in the underlying energy is the Ten of Cups, okay? Yeah, so the Ten of Cups, and my phone just went off, so there's some communication going on here. No coincidences in life. So the Ten of Cups talks about that harmonious relationship. There could be that you're holding on to that idea. We do have the Page of Cups as your challenge, so this could be that you're holding on to the idea that somebody's going to let you know something, whatever. Communicate, text, pigeon flying down to your windowsill, flaming arrow, stuck into the tree with a note, that type of deal. Okay, so the next energy that we are going to talk about is this Five of Wands, okay? So usually when the fives come out, there's some kind of chaos, turmoil, a situation where perhaps a text did come in, right? And it caused a commotion in your relationship. This doesn't have to apply. Like I said, this could get a little individual, so just take what energies resonate with you. Come on, camera. Here we go. Yeah, so just take what resonates. But the Five of Wands also speaks about, an emotional turmoil, what to say, what to do. And it's just over 365-degree circle of confusion, ego clashing. This could be if your challenge card was is the Page of Cups, then it could be just that waiting game. There seems to be like this. Nobody's really taking charge. Nobody's really acting yet, right? Okay. So the next set of cards we're going to talk about is in the recent past. Okay. So in the recent past, we had the Two of Wands. Okay, but it was in a reverse position. So the Two of Wands normally is like, you're looking out, you're looking into something, okay, and where somebody could be looking into your situation, through social media or something like that. Excuse me, I've been dealing with this allergy thing. So yeah, and in the reverse position, what I'm kind of getting the energy of is just a stagnation. Things are taking time. This could have been going on for a while. This offering that the Page of Cups, you're waiting on this offering. Remember that your current energy was the Queen of Swords. So you're waiting on this. This could be a divine masculine waiting on the feminine to reach out. This could be this could talk about maybe a soul contract with somebody, a karmic relationship of some type. You're waiting for some news to come back or, to give that news. But in the Two of Wands position, I kind of feel like it's really talking about a stagnation, something that's really, really kind of going slow right now. You want to make a move, but you can't. It's kind of like you're stuck in that position. You don't want to be accused of being the chaser. You don't want to seek validation, that kind of thing. So it's kind of got you in that stubborn mode, right? All right. So the next card we got in that recent past is also the Eight of Swords, the illusion. Is this real? Can I trust any of this? It's kind of a trust issue. It's more like a self-afflicted kind of thing in your head, right? And it makes sense because it's followed by the Hanged Man, okay? Yep, and intentional. So this has really got you in your headspace. It's got you pulling back on the reins going, what the hell? So JT's here to try to tell you, right? We're trying to go, hey, we don't want to repeat these things in 2026. If you're not going to make a move, I'm going to make a move. Regardless, it kind of feels like I'm living this illusion. Is this illusion? Is it not illusion? Do I move forward? Do I not? So that's the kind of an energies that kind of seem to be, coming forward from the recent past. So this next situation that we're going to look at here, okay, is the possibilities, okay? Is it over? We have the Ten of Swords. Is it over? Is it done? Am I through? Putting a sudden end to something here, right? The Ten of Swords shows up to say, I'm done with this. Somebody could have come against you in some way that you called it quits. If this is relationship-wise. So, yeah. All right, we're going to take a look down here again. Whatever it is, you're pretty guarded about it, okay? Pretty guarded. Seven of Wands shows up, something could have taken place very unexpected, okay? And I kind of feel like that may have been what it was that caused an end to something. It's like maybe you had to let somebody know. If your energy was to speak, you did it as softly as you could, but it was a little unprepared. Like I said, the Queen of Swords sometimes is a little avoidant with things, and maybe sugar-coated something to sound a little nicer, and it may have had some sting to it. Now, now it also talks about the fact that you're very protective about something. So maybe there's this relationship that could be or will be in the near future here, and you kind of keeping it under wraps. You're just going to protect that idea. So the The wands themselves speak about the emotional side of things. So also action. You're actively doing this. So this is in your energy. So the next card to come out, we had the World card. Okay, so ending of cycles. We could be talking about any of the fixed signs. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus in your timeline or in your energy, whatever. But I'm really thinking that the cycle that's ended, okay, because we did see the Ten of Swords, and you're very guarded about this new beginning with something, okay? So we're going to take a look now in the near future and find out what we got. In the near future, we have the Emperor energy, okay? Now, the Emperor energy is stable. Perhaps somebody that you've met, you feel very attracted to, and you're hoping this offering comes through, or you're waiting for this relationship to stabilize in some way. Is it going anywhere? Is there stability in it, right? And I kind of feel like with your underlying energies, you're holding on to that with the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Cups, the harmonious thing. And then the very next card was the Five of Wands. So it had that could be stirring up emotions and chaos, ego clashes, that kind of thing. But there is something about this energy that you like. You like the fact that he's always ready, always prepared. There's something about, I said his, so this could be, like I said, he is the hierarchy of the masculinity, okay? It doesn't have to be male. It just means that whoever and whatever this situation is for you, there is a stability to it, and you appreciate that very much so is what I'm getting. So, okay, so the next card that we have in the near future here, the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So the Seven Pentacles is definitely that idea yourself. You've planted that seed down low here, right? And you're just kind of waiting for it to blossom, waiting for it to mature, waiting for it to take place. Is as far as financial wise, it could also mean that this emperor is financially stable, and he's also able to manifest and make things happen. And maybe you're seeing that, right? Maybe you are that person that also can do those things. You can manifest everything, right? Which is very interesting because down at the very last in the near future, we have the Queen of Wands, okay? So I feel like with the Emperor and then the Seven of Pentacles and then the Queen of Wands, you're really waiting on this offering, right? You're waiting for it to come in. And I think you're going to take the soft approach with the Queen of Wands here, okay? You could be a very beautiful person, a very beautiful female, and perhaps this emperor is a little intimidated. I could see why, you know? And because your current energy, remember, is the Queen of Swords, okay? So it's a communication here situation. So I feel like maybe lighten up and become a little more compassionate to the whole universal karmic response to see what happens here. I mean, if that was an answer. Anyway, we'll keep on going. We'll find out some more information here, okay? Okay, we are going to take a look at the self. How does Aquarius show up? How does Aquarius show up? Okay, the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles is putting your head down into your work, into your business, into this relationship, into your finances. It's working on hobbies, also moving out and away from the materialistic type of view. And the thing about it is it's a graduating with numerology. You had the Seven of Pentacles graduating into the Eight of Pentacles. So that's a good sign, meaning that your finances will become more stable here in the near future. And also, if this relationship is growing, it's becoming more of a bond, more of an attachment style. I say attachment style. I mean, it's growing. It's becoming more, okay, for you. And I feel like that's kind of what you want to know, right? So, okay. Now we're going to take a look at your hopes. Or actually, you know what? I need to look at your environment. I was about to skip you there. I need to know what's around you first before we take a look at that. What kind of energy is around Aquarius? Whoa, 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 whoa. Come here. Where'd you go? Sorry about that. Check it out. The King of Wands. Okay, so there's some fire, there's some passion, there's some energy. Whoever this is, this king is emotionally well-serving. Okay, this king is in the position that he's grounded with his emotions. He doesn't let, and once again, I'm saying he. It doesn't have to be that, but just energy. And it is a masculine in energy, but it could be referring to female as well. But the King of Wands is emotionally astute and very grounded with. He doesn't allow external sources to manipulate his emotions, so he's very grounded in that situation. And when I feel, what I see is definitely a soul connection. Okay, we have the King of Wands and then we have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this offering's either on its way or has been on its way, and maybe this is just confirmation for somebody. That's a really good sign, you know. So as far as relationships are concerned, there's definitely a stability. You know, we had the Emperor show up in the near future. So this Queen of Swords waiting on that information, it's coming, okay? Because your challenge was the Page of Cups waiting on that, right? So get out of your head and let this thing happen, all right? So now we're going to take a look. If I can get my camera to work again, we're going to take a look at the outcome here. Where'd you go? There you go. All right, we're going to take a look at the outcome here. So that was in your environment. Actually, you know what? I keep on skipping around. I'm gonna do your hopes, your fears, your wishes, and your worries right now. I need to know what kind of hopes you have. Any fears or wishes for you? Worries for Aquarius? Okay, we'll take that. See what it is here. My goodness, okay. It's definitely a balance, you guys. Aquarius, we're going to see some serious balance in your near future. Whatever this is, this relationship's going to balance out. It's going to equal. It's a give and take. Okay? The Six of Pentacles represents every bit of that. A generosity, a giving, a mutual a take. And I don't feel like there's going to be any kind of, you know, it's also kind of a reminder of a begging situation. You know, you do have the two, people down below in that begging handout kind of scenario. But I think what that's trying to say in this particular layout here in the cards is that you're not going to have to beg for this Page of Cups information. Okay, you don't have to wait. You're not going to have to wait. You know, not like the wait you're thinking. Okay, so now we're going to look at the outcome. Okay, Aquarius, what is the outcome of this situation for you? What is the outcome for Aquarius? Okay, nice. Get ready. It's coming, okay? The stability that you're looking for. This is the stable card, okay? You know, the Page, it's going to be brand new. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be that nostalgia. It's going to be that happy joy, that 10 of Cups that you're looking for. Aquarius, happy 2026. I love you. I appreciate you. Thumb up the video. Subscribe, okay? I didn't make this up. You watched me shuffle. You watched me pull them out. So congratulations. I'm going to leave some video descriptions in the end here. Check them out. You know, go to 2026. Find your, find the person that you're looking for and see if you guys' energy match up. But I have spoken and so have the cards. All right. I love you and I hope I get to see you on the next reading. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.